whenever people say, Kristel, you got to tell your story, I always think back on that time where Rena Moran, she was just what I needed in that moment of time. I was so broken. I had been through so much that I was about to give up. And then her story inspired me to keep going. I was working for Senator Franken, and I was actually homeless. I was working as an intern. I was pregnant with my son, and it was in the freezing cold winter, and my daughter's friend's school, and I had to take 2 buses to an event that was titled Housing Policy. The last 6 months of my college experience at Augsburg College, I was homeless. I was sleeping literally in my car with my kids at a rest area and using a mailbox at Augsburg College to get my mail. But anyway, I'm sitting in this meeting, and this beautiful Black woman gets up on the stage, and she talks about her struggle. And she says, my name's Rena Moran, and I moved here in Minnesota. I moved to Minnesota from Chicago. And when I got here with my 6 children, we were homeless, and we were staying at Sharon and Caring. And we were homeless for a long time before we were able to get settled. And then she goes into the details and like all of the things that she went through. And I'm like, I had to excuse myself, I had to walk to the back of the room, and I'm bawling because it hit me. I looked down at the program and I realized she is serving on the House of Representatives. I'm like, this woman is a member of the House, and she was homeless with 6 children alone, and I was like, and in that moment, in the back of my mind, when I walked into that room that day, I was debating on whether I should give up. I was debating on whether I should just stop and get a job and get a 3rd job and just forget it. It's just too much. And when I heard her say that, or when I heard her tell her story, it gave me just the right amount of hope to be able to keep going and to push through and to finish. I've been coaching soccer for Minneapolis Parks for 15 years, well, actually 16 years now. Now I'm coaching at Farview Park in North Minneapolis off of Lindale Avenue. I'm always looking for more kids to be a part of the soccer program. And I also coach gymnastics for North High School, Henry High School, and Edison High School. And I coach these young ladies out of the North Star School in North Minneapolis. We have a really good time. And I'm really excited about building this gymnastics program and start winning some medals for these girls in North Minneapolis that have actually not had the opportunity to be a part of gymnastics their entire lives because it just wasn't available to them in North Minneapolis at all. These young ladies, they remind me of myself. When I was 14 years old, I left home when I was 14 years old and became a mother at 15. And by the time I finished high school, I had my 2nd child. And I already had an apartment by the time I was 16 years old. Was working full time and still maintaining good grades, and had 2 years of college already done by the time I finished high school. And a lot of people would hear this story and go, wow, how did you do that? And they hear my story and they relate. They understand. And because of it, we have such a strong bond because it's relieving in a way to them to understand that there's somebody else out there that can understand what they're going through too. I've had a couple girls on my team that are dealing with real life problems, like real life issues that, most people wouldn't even be able to relate or even imagine going through what they're going through. My story, it's very relatable to other young ladies in North Minneapolis. And so for them to be able to hear my story and go, oh, wow, okay, this woman gets it. She's not like all the other teachers that I'm dealing with. She's not like all of these other adults that are telling me to just smile and buck up and, things will get better. She actually is, has an idea and has been through what I've been through. So, going through that and being able to, say these things to these young ladies and to the kids that I coach soccer and the young ladies that join our Cycle Sisters, to be able to tell this to other people, it really does make an impact on them, because you never know what they're going through when you tell them this. You have no idea. A lot of people don't want to open up and are ashamed of their struggle. And to be able to tell them that and then go, wow, you went through that and you own a duplex? You went through that and you started a nonprofit? You went through that and you're doing all of these programs and activities in my community. Like, if you can do that and still and end up being the person that you are today, then I can do that too. Certain circumstances made me have to leave home by the time I was 14 years old. And the community became my family. And if it wasn't for the many hands that lifted me up in that time, I wouldn't be here today. So it's my job now to be that hand to lift up the many people in my community that need someone right now. I am a single mother. I am a homeowner. I am someone that has experienced disenfranchisement. I am someone who has experienced police brutality. I am a landlord. I am a teacher. I am a coach. I am a business owner. I am a Black woman. I am Indigenous. I am North Side. I am still here. I am North. Yeah. I am North.